And here comes the New York section. Jersey City is like so tiny in uh in GTA 4. Yeah, it looks fully
This
modeled.
is it,
We
Jack.
just don't
Second
drive
challenge
through
is
it.
over.
Okay, now this is where I tell you if it's accurate or not. This is all inaccurate. The end. Thank you for listening to my TED talk. By the way, this Brooklyn Bridge entrance on ramp is very inaccurate. It's supposed to lead you to the FDR, like I showed you in the Settle course. But you know, it just leads you to the street level, and it's way too wide. It's way too smooth. The Brooklyn Queens Expressway sign is pretty accurate, but here is where it all gets messed up. Like all of this is fine, but once you get to subways, where it's messed up. Like this subway makes no sense. You go through like this all these loops, and you the thing is okay, let me pause and explain real quick. Um, you end at the Brooklyn Navy Yard, which is like I would say like 5-6 blocks away from the bridge. So all this driving, you're actually not getting anywhere. You're not like you're just driving 5-6 blocks. So I don't know where the subway tunnel is leading me. It just doesn't make sense. Okay, back to the game. Okay, so basically, a Brooklyn Navy Yard is like I would say the part where we split and I go to the subway. The next block would have been a Navy Yard. So where are we driving in this tunnel? We're just going in circles. We're not actually getting anywhere. So what is Marcus doing? He just has 2 turns to make, but we do all this and somehow we still meet up at the end, like next side by side next to each other. Doesn't make any sense. Like this is all just for cinematic effect. Also, the trains don't go 200 miles per hour. Trains only max out at 60. So realistically, there's no reason for me to avoid these trains. Like it doesn't make any sense. Like you just saw that train speed by me, the same speed as my car. Like imagine trying to stand in the train that's going 200 miles per hour on a turn. Just think about that. That subway station is very inaccurate as well. There's no on ramp to a subway station. At the end, it's like a what's it called? A cliff. You, like what's it called? A ledge. That's the word. Like the both ends of the subway station, there's a ledge, and if you just keep walking, just fall into the tracks. There's no like ramp to drive onto the ledge, and there's obviously tons of gates preventing you from just walking right off. So that makes no sense either. This makes no sense either because like, why would there just suddenly be a ramp for you to drive on? Like, there's no reason to have such a like a sloped angle. They're just all pillars and like walls. Also, like they're not painted white. They're not white tiles. Most of them are just like black, black walls against the side. See that right there? Oh, you can't see my mouse, but that sign ahead says Brooklyn to all dogs. So so here I am catching up to again. What was Marcus doing while I was in that tunnel? Because keep in mind, he only had to make 2 turns and he was already here. And I did all that in the tunnel for at least like 5 to 6 minutes. Not maybe less than that, like 3 to 4 minutes. I have no clue. Also, I was very obviously behind them, and somehow I managed to catch up like this because of rubber banding. I was very clearly ahead of him, but okay, never mind. Okay, third time's the charm. There we go. But yeah, there's that. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk about the inaccuracies of Need for Speed The Run.